welcome to Inside COD. I'm your host, Ashlee Berner, and today we're getting to know the band Walsher Clemons. You may have seen them recently rocking out on Windy City Live, and they have also performed at House of Blues. So, how did you guys get started, and how do you guys get your music out there?
Well, we started the group in high school, and we began playing school shows, talent shows, dances, Battle of the Bands, stuff like that. And then it eventually progressed into 2011, where we got Riley on board as a singer and Craig as the bass player, and we really filled out the band. And we began performing like in Chicago all over and in different states for college towns.
So what routines do you guys have, like while you write songs, like what inspires you and whatnot?
Well, we get a lot of inspiration from each other when we're writing, so we'll come together with our own songs that we write, and we'll throw our own little spice in everybody's song, you know? So it's kind of a collaborative effort, but yet there's
like an individual writer, and then everyone adds little parts to it, and then we come up with a polished product.
If I write a song and come in and say I need a solo, I want Pat to do a solo over it, you know, he'll come to a solo and he'll say, oh, I think this, you know, this lick would be cool here, you know, and he'll throw that in there, and it ends up being something completely different than what I originally expected it to be.
So how was playing at House of Blues?
That was probably the coolest show we've ever done so
Yeah,
far.
definitely.
It was a sold-out crowd, and it was just great to be on such a big stage in front of so many people.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, so much energy.
That's awesome. Do you guys have any plans for the future for the band, or like any upcoming shows and whatnot?
Yeah, we've got some shows coming up in May and June. We're playing at Reggie's in May 15th, and then we're playing the House of Blues again June 20th, Saturday night, so that'll be a big show for us.
Yeah,
Awesome.
We've got an album we're looking to release as soon as possible, but we're working with some PR companies to try to release it the right way.
Awesome. What bands inspire you guys?
Desmond
Artists.
Jones,
Desmond Jones.
Blue Park, Low Spark.
We like Fish. We like Drake. We like Wiz Khalifa.
Steely Dan,
Led
Rolling
Zeppelin.
Stones.
All the classics.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you guys have any like long-term goals as a band?
We want to get real rich, you know,
We
like
wanna
really,
go-
really rich.
Yeah.
We want to go on tour. We want to have our music on the radio, and that's
Yeah.
what we're aspiring to have that goal within like the next year. But it obviously takes years and
Yeah.
years to
Right.
get national acclaim.
And then for bands starting out like yours, what advice would you give them?
You've got to work very hard. You've got to know your business, and you've got to
Yeah.
know your music, and you've got to have what it takes. You've got to have the it factor, the magic.
Got to be able to play instruments and put up with your bandmates, or else you're just going to crash and burn.
True.
And is social media a big part of that?
It's huge.
Yeah.
It's
Absolutely.
like probably one of the biggest aspects. If you have no social media presence, you're going to have nobody at your shows.
You've got to have web presence in order to get booked at bigger venues and bigger shows.
Cool. Well, thank you for tuning in to hear about the band Walsher Clemons. And don't forget, if you want to see them live at their next show, to visit their website at walsherclemons.com. I'm Ashlee Berner for Inside COD, and don't forget to follow us on social media.